Hello friends, in this video I'll teach you how to complete the Dancing Plague Extreme in a little over 2 minutes, what party composition you should run to accomplish this, and why this can be profitable to do even if you already have the fake Weaver mount. As with all Unsync runs, this guide will assume that you're already at max level, which is level 90 at the time of this video, are decently geared, so that's around eye level 560 or above, and know the fundamentals of your job. And of course, you didn't forget to turn Unsync on. The game plan for Titania is simple. We kill her before she goes into the ad phase that summons Mustard Seed, Puck, and the other tree. This happens at around the 2 minute and 20 second mark and will lengthen the fight duration by around 2 more minutes, or even outright wipe the party if they are unfamiliar with the rest of the mechanics. In order to do this, we need to bring all of the firepower that we can while resolving a couple of mechanics properly in order to get as much uptime while taking as little damage as possible. The composition we ran is composed of 1 tank and 7 DPS. The tank of choice doesn't really matter much, though Paladin is ideal. As for the DPS, it's best to have 4 range and 3 melee to deal with the water puddles more efficiently, which we'll discuss later. Like most bosses, Titania is tanked in the middle of the stage facing away from the party. Her first mechanic is called Bright Sabbath, which is a raid wide, which you can ignore as it barely does any damage at your current gear and level. Her next mechanic is a point blank AoE called Phantom Rune. Now there are 2 variants of this, but she will always cast the point blank AoE first. It is important to avoid this not because it deals damage, but because getting hit by it will confuse you and make you run around for a few seconds and waste DPS uptime. After this comes her first major mechanic called Mist Rune. A total of 8 water puddles will appear on the center and intercardinal corners of the room. These need to have a player inside them before their timer finishes, otherwise they will spawn an ad. The ranged DPS can take the intercardinal puddles, while the melee can take the center puddles to continue DPSing the boss. Don't worry if an ad spawns, as it can be killed off pretty quickly. After Mist Rune comes Flame Rune, which will target 2 players with a stack marker. Just form 2 groups of 4 and stay inside 2 separate water puddles to resolve this. You can also pop mitigation just to lessen the damage, even though a 2-6 or a 5-3 uneven split is still survivable. Sometimes people get unlucky here and die, so it's always good to have a red mage or a summoner handy to raise people just in case. Divination Rune is a cone AoE tank buster, so the tank should dirt away from the rest of the party, though getting hit by this isn't lethal unless you really have low HP. After this, she casts Midsummer Night's Dream and changes the stage in preparation for the next major mechanic, her Taser. She starts by moving back to the middle and saying this may tingle a bit, followed by tethering a random player. The tank needs to grab this tether and place it away from the party. He will then get hit by multiple lightning attacks that grants a debuff that decreases lightning resistance, making each hit stronger than the last. To resolve this safely, we just have the tank take the first hit normally, pop all of their mitigations for the second and third hit, and then use their invulnerability like Hallowed Ground or Home Gang for the remaining lightning hits. If everything goes well, Titania goes down by the 6th hit or around the 2 minute and 15 second mark. If she's not dead yet after this mechanic, she'll go to the ad phase. Now, the fight can still be finished even after reaching the ad phase if people know how to do it, but if everyone's just running around and dying cluelessly, it's better to just jump off the platform and reset the fight to save time and further headaches. There are a number of good reasons to farm Titania. First, of course, is the fake Weaver mount, which you can acquire by winning the role or amassing 99 King's Totems to exchange for it. Second is the Dancing Wing, which is a crafted material that's used to create the Titania barding for your Chocobo and the Titania Shadow Box indoor furnishing. The Dancing Wing itself sells a good amount, at least on my server, and you can sell the barding and furnishing for a little bit more. Lastly, there's the Weapon Coffer. The King series of weapons are some of the most beautiful weapons in the game, with my favorites being the King's Axe and the King's Longbow. I hope this video helps you farm Titania faster. Please like, subscribe, and share this guide if you found it helpful. Good luck on your Dancing Wing rolls and stay safe always.